Hello everyone, this is KD sir here. We are doing the EVS chapter, Adaptation in Plants and Animals. This is the second video of this series. The first video of this chapter, Adaptation in Plants and Animals, already has been provided to you. This is the second video of this chapter. Let me recall first again the definition of plants and animals adaptation. What is an adaptation? An adaptation is a characteristic of a living thing that helps it survive in its environment. An environment includes everything living and non-living in the area that a plant or animals lives in. All living things have adaptations, even humans. I'm going to explain more on adaptation. Adaptation is all about survival. When the environment changes dramatically, some animals die, others move to another location, and some develop adaptation over generations that help them survive. Sometimes the environment changes dramatically due to a natural disaster, and sometimes it changes slowly over thousands of years. In each case, over many generations, animals may develop new adaptations to help them survive in their new home. Animals adapt to protect themselves. Many different animals have adaptations that protect them from predators. I am defining for you who is a predator. A predator is an organism that eats another organism, and the prey is the organism which the predator eats. Okay, so a predator is an attacker, is an animal which eats other animals. It's called predator. So many different animals have adaptation that protect them from predators. Some of these adaptations are behavioral, allowing them to act a certain way to avoid being seen by a predator. For example, sloths move very slowly through trees, making them hard to spot. Their long, hairy bodies have algae growing on them to blend in with the trees, which is also in green color. Some adaptations allow animals to escape, such as lizards with tails that snap off when a predator tries to capture it. Other adaptations make animals difficult to eat, such as armadillo. This unique animal is covered by armored plates, very protective plates, and it can roll into a tight ball when it feels threatened. Adaptation helps animals obtain food. and some animals have unique adaptation. Adaptation have great importance in animals and environment. The following video will help you in understanding adaptations properly. Thank you.
Habitat and adaptation. We find living things, both plants and animals, all around us. Animals adjust well to live in their immediate surroundings and move around to breathe, to reproduce, find food, and also to raise their young ones. An animal's immediate environment, which suits its requirements, is called its habitat. And its ability to adjust to its environment is called adaptation. Adaptation for habitat. Let us learn more about adaptation in animals on the basis of their habitats. Depending on the environment in which they live, animals can be classified into terrestrial animals, arboreal animals, aquatic animals, amphibians, and aerial animals. Terrestrial animals. Animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals. These animals generally use their lungs as breathing organs and their legs to walk. A snake lives on land, but it does not have legs. It crawls with the help of its scales. A camel lives in the hot, dry desert. Its long legs keep the body away from the hot sand, while its thick lips and tongue help it to eat the thorny bushes found in deserts. The camel's hump is a storehouse of fat that it uses when it does not get any food or water for days on end. The polar bear, a terrestrial animal that lives in the extremely cold polar region, has very thick fur which protects it from extreme cold. It eats lots of fish and seals in the brief summer season and stores fat in its body. This helps it to survive the long winter months when there is no food available. Unlike man, there are some animals which become inactive during harsh winters or severely hot summers. Animals like bats and squirrels, mice and bears sleep through the winters since their bodies are unable to adjust to the extremely low temperatures. These animals are called hibernating animals, and their winter sleep is called hibernation. Arboreal animals. Koala bears, monkeys, chameleons, lizards, and squirrels live on trees most of the time. They are thus known as arboreal animals. Arbre, French word for tree. The tree is their natural habitat. Arboreal animals have strong claws to cling to branches. Monkeys have long, strong tails with which they can swing from the branches of trees. Aquatic animals. Animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. Ducks, whales, dolphins, swans, turtles, crabs, etc., and different kinds of fish are all aquatic animals. They all feed on aquatic plants and other water creatures. Fish have gills as their breathing organ. Their streamlined body and fins help them swim and steer through the water. Whales and dolphins also live in water but come up to the surface to breathe because they use their lungs and not gills for breathing. Some birds live in water or near water bodies. Ducks have webbed feet and turtles have flippers to swim. Cranes and flamingos have long, thin legs that help them wade through the water. They feed on fish, which they catch with their long beaks. Amphibians. Some animals live in water as well as on land. They are called amphibians. Frogs, toads, and salamanders are amphibians. They are able to live in water as well as on land. They breathe through their lungs when on land. Their moist skin helps them to breathe when they are in water. Aerial animals. Animals that fly and spend most of the time in air are called aerial animals. Their hollow, lightweight bones, streamlined body, and wings help them to fly. Most birds, except the flightless ones, such as the ostrich and the penguin, are aerial animals. Also, the bat flies in the air, but it is not a bird. It is a mammal. Migration. Migration is the mass movement of animals and birds from one region or habitat to another. In certain seasons, animals and birds migrate in order to breed, find food, or avoid the extremely cold weather. Siberian cranes and the flamingo are migratory birds. Adaptation for food. Animals can also be classified on the basis of the kind of food they eat. They depend on their immediate environment for their food. Carnivores, omnivores, and herbivores have different types of adaptations that help them get the food that they eat. Herbivores. Animals that eat plants or their parts are called plant-eating animals or herbivores. Elephants, cows, horses, giraffes, goats, sheep, and deer are some examples. Their wide jaws and sharp front teeth help them to cut grass, and their flat grinding teeth at the back help them to chew the grass. The trunk of the elephant and the long neck of the giraffe helps them to break and eat leaves from trees. Squirrels have big, strong teeth that help them to crack open hard seeds and nuts. Carnivores. Animals that eat the flesh of other animals are called flesh-eating animals or carnivores. Tigers, lions, and foxes are some examples.
Carnivorous animals have long, sharp teeth and claws which help them to tear the flesh.
They also have very strong legs which help them to catch their prey. Snakes are carnivorous animals. They use their scales to move fast on the ground. They swallow their prey fully. Eagles and vultures are carnivorous birds. They have sharp claws and beaks to catch their prey and tear its flesh. Omnivores. Animals like rats, monkeys, peacocks, and crows feed on plants as well as on animals. These are therefore called omnivores. Humans and bears are also omnivorous animals. Adaptation for protection. Animals always have to protect themselves from their enemies, bigger animals and human beings. Their adaptation helps them to escape very quickly before the predator can even catch them. Some animals like deer, zebra, and ostrich have strong legs. Some animals are able to merge with their surroundings so well that it becomes difficult to spot them. This is known as camouflage. Observe the animals in the picture. A walking stick insect looks almost like a twig. Frogs, some owls, and chameleons can change the color of their skin to match their surroundings. A katydid insect looks exactly like a leaf. A grasshopper merges well with its surroundings. The white fur of a polar bear matches with the surrounding snow, making it difficult to be spotted.
The stripes on a zebra or tiger make it very difficult to be spotted easily in the forest.
Some animals, like tortoises and snails, have hard shells on their bodies to protect themselves. Porcupines have spines. Hence, it becomes very difficult for the enemy to attack it. Some animals, like rhinoceros and buffaloes, use their horns for fighting. Thus, we have learnt about the adaptations in animals.
Hello, This is KD. I hope you like the video. So keep on watching the video. All the best and good luck.